सदाशिवसमारम्भां ज्ञानसम्बन्धाचार्यमध्यमाम् अस्मदाचार्यपर्यन्तां वन्दे गुरुपरम्पराम्. Ganesha is beloved of all Hindus. Understand? Ganesha is more like a household member of Hindu families than a god, because he does not carry anything related to the seriousness of God, but he can create that sacredness in all of us. Embodiment of pranava, omkara sound, is the first god in the Hindu tradition. His very shape shows he is a happy person, not bothered about nirahara samyama, not bothered about any other things, living blissfully, happily eating whatever devotees give. Above all, beyond the red tape of agamas. See, sometimes agamas became a red tapeism, stopping us, making us feel distanced from the divine. This happened in me. Before going to Ramakrishna Mission, I had the darshan of Sri Ramakrishna in my dream, in the visions. I used to feel so close with Sri Ramakrishna. I just know he is mine, I am his. But when I went to the Ramakrishna Mission, when I took up the responsibility of Pujari, there is so much of rules and regulations. Don't stand here, don't sit there, don't touch this, don't touch that. With so much of restrictions, I really felt I lost the closeness with Sri Ramakrishna. Sometimes the agamas, which is created, which was supposed to help you to feel the deeper connection with a deity or guru or God, creates certain distance. But when I settled with that system, then I saw the distance also disappeared, and the system was also flowing properly, and the feeling connection was growing, getting built. Anyhow, Ganesha is not bound by any of this agamic red tapeism, bureaucracy. Ganesha temples are the only temples where there is no caste system. Anybody can be a priest. In Shiva temple, Iyengars cannot be priest. Even if you are a Brahmin. If you are from Iyengar family, you can't be a priest. In Vishnu temples, even if you are a Brahmin, if you are from higher subsect, you can't be a priest. In the Shaiva Siddhanta temples, even if you are a Brahmin, if you are Iyengar or higher, you can't be a priest. You have to be only Desigar. Only that subsect can be a priest. But Ganesha does not have any restriction. Not only that, he is the largest worshipped god in the world, because no other religion has so many gods, and there is no Hindu who will not worship Ganesha. Even if they are Vaishnavites, they start their rituals with Ganesha. They may not accept Shiva or Shaivism, but they accept Ganesha. In Hinduism, there are 7 sampradayas. Worshippers of Ganesha, worshippers of Vishnu, worshippers of Shiva, worshippers of Devi, worshippers of Surya, worshippers of Subramanya, worshippers of their gurus. No one god is accepted by all 7 sampradayas other than Ganesha. All 7 sampradayas has to start their rituals with Ganesha worship. Sauras worshipping Surya, they don't need to accept Shiva or Vishnu. And in their worship, you will not find place for Shiva or Vishnu. Shaivites, you will not find any place for Vishnu in their worship system. In Vaishnavites, you will not find any place for Shiva in their worship system. The Vaishnavites are said to have a bell in their ears. If they see somebody chanting Shiva Shiva, they will ring the bell fast so that the mantra does not enter into their eyes. Same way Shaivites, they are said to never cross any Vishnu cities or where the Vishnu temples exist, because they should not get influenced, it seems. Anyhow, Shaktas put Shiva at the feet of Devi. They don't worship any other deities. But whether you are a Shakta, Shaiva, Vaishnava, Saura, Gaumara, or Gartapacha. Gartapacha means the Guru worshippers. People who worship their own Guru as incarnation of God. Actually, Nithyananda Sampradaya will fall under the Gartapachas only. You guys are Guru worshippers. Basically, you believe your own Guru is an incarnation of God. So you guys are the Guru Sampradayas. Gartapacha Sampradayikas. Basically, Vedantis are Guru worshippers. So, whatever Sampradaya you may belong to, but you have to start your worship with a Ganesha Puja. Ganesha is the most beloved of the whole Hindu tradition, and who does not create the red tapeism of agamas between disciples, devotees, followers, and himself. Easy to approach, can be worshipped through any medium. You don't need to even have a big stone deity installed as per agamas, just cow dung, a piece of cow dung, keep it and say Ganapataye Namaha is there. That's the beauty of Ganesha. His form is the ultimate. His name is the ultimate. His leelas, most beautiful, simple leelas. The very form itself is so friendly. The elephant, which almost every human being likes. Even though it looks so huge, it can be domesticated so easily and can be your beautiful friend. He carries the elephant face, which represents the omkara. He represents a great philosophy. Carries angusha. Angusha represents the power of unclutching. Pasa represents the ability to distance yourself from the emotions. And the broken tusk represents the sacrifice and spontaneity. And the modaka represents, if you have all these 3 qualities, your life will be sweet. Is the embodiment of intelligence and innocence together. Son of Shakti and life given by Mahadeva. Actually, even with Subramanya, there was no involvement of Devi. It was just from Shiva other than his spear, there is no Devi component in Subramanya. Devi gave that spear to him. But in Ganesha, Ganesha was made out of the body perfume of Devi and killed, and life was given back by Mahadeva. So Ganesha carries both the elements of Shiva and Shakti. He is the ultimate boon giver. He is pleased just by a coconut. From the time I remember myself, all my examinations are written by Ganesha only. All you need to give him is a coconut. And still, he is the sweetheart of Hindu children, especially the exam going children. And a powerful divine being. My life, the spiritual life, has started with Ganesha. Ganesha eating the food is the first experience happened in my life. And I can say that is the reason my spiritual journey was successful. And it has unfolded with all its glory, beauty, and the spiritual depth. So here I have today, for all of you to have darshan of Ganesha, who ate the food and inaugurated my spiritual life and initiated my spiritual life. We will be having today puja for Ganesha, for this deity also. Ganesha is the deity easy to worship, easy to relate with. You are supposed to start your spiritual life with him by his grace. And whether it is Vyasa, the first master, or the most recent master, Ramana Maharshi, all of them have to start with Ganesha. Whether they are going to sing a stotra or give a teaching, anything, or spiritual sutras. Even if they have to teach the enlightenment science which says there is no God with form, God is formlessness, they have to start with Ganesha. Even if they are going to express the message, God is Nirguna Brahman, first they say, let me bow down to Ganesha to express these great truths properly. Whether it is Vyasa or Ramana Maharshi, first to last, everyone, most ancient to most recent, they have to start with Ganesha. Vyasa starts with Ganesha Purana, and every book with the remembrance of Ganesha, and Upanishads, Vedas, starts with a beautiful Upanishad got Ganapati Adharvasirsa Upanishad. Get all the auspiciousness and blessings in your life from Ganesha. He is the Lord of all the ashramites in Kailash. He is the in charge of ashramites. Please understand. All ashramites in Kailash are called Ganas. There are 4 levels in Kailash: Salokya Mukta, Samibhya Mukta, Sarubhya Mukta, Sayujya Mukta. All Salokya Muktas and Samibhya Muktas are called Ganas. All Sarubhya Muktas are called Muni and Rishis. All Sayujya Muktas does not have separate individual identity, they disappear into Mahadeva. So all Sayujya Muktas are called Mahadeva, Shiva. So the Ganas, all Salokya and Samipya Muktas. These two are called Ganas. Ganesha is in charge of all of them. That is why he is called Ganesha, Lord of Ganas. He is responsible for all the ashramites in Kailasa, and he attends to all their needs. He takes care of all of them, including Parvati. All housekeeping needs are supplied by Ganesha. Other than Shiva, of course, Munis and Rishis, they don't come under Ganesha. They come directly under Dakshinamurti, Munishwara. But all the Ganas live under Ganesha. He is responsible for taking care of them. In Kailash, each one takes up some responsibility. Munis and Rishis, even though they come directly under Dakshinamurti, Nandi takes care of them. That's why all Munis and Rishis are Nandinatha sampradayas. But all others come under Ganesha. Ganesha is the deity easy to worship, easy to relate with. You are supposed to start your spiritual life with him by his grace.
Paramahamsa Nithyananda, a rare living incarnation, is named among the world's 100 most spiritually influential personalities today. Paramahamsa Nithyananda has been placed alongside Dalai Lama, Nelson Mandela, Oprah Winfrey, Paulo Coelho and others by Mind, Body, Spirit, the world's top esoteric magazine from Watkins, London's oldest and largest bookstore. A yogi by birth, he has been expressing his power of enlightenment since birth. He has authored more than 500 books in Tamil and English. Translations of these books are available in 26 languages in Telugu, Kannada, Malayalam, Hindi, Sanskrit, Gujarati, Oriya, Bengali, Marathi, French, Malay, Polish, Portuguese, Italian, German, Danish, Spanish, Russian and Chinese. He is also an exemplary speaker with over 10,000 hours of profound life solutions through his discourses. Social services such as Annadan, free medical care, free educational services with ashrams, schools, temples, hospitals established in more than 140 places around the world, offering exceptional services. A powerful spiritual healer who has healed millions of people of diseases from migraine to cancer. A Kriya Yogi who has formulated Kriyas for physical health and mental well-being, benefiting thousands. A living master who offers practical solutions for our everyday problems. He is the founder and spiritual head of Nithyananda Dhyanapeetham, a spiritual powerhouse who has revived the sacred Vedic tradition by establishing Vedic temples in places like Los Angeles, San Jose, Seattle, Toronto, Ohio, Oklahoma, Phoenix, St. Louis, Malaysia, Brazil, Paris, Guadeloupe, Dallas, New York, New Jersey, Atlanta, Calgary, Vancouver, Singapore, and places in India like Bengaluru, Hyderabad, Tiruvannamalai. A spiritual guru for 10 million followers, an incarnation who transmits the highest spiritual energy through initiation, a contemporary yogi who has revived the Vedic science of yoga worldwide through thousands of yoga centers, an adept in Ashtamahasiddhis, mystical yogic powers, who has effortlessly awakened the Kundalini of thousands and graced them with spiritual powers, a dynamic young guru who is an inspiration for thousands of youngsters. India's most watched spiritual guru online, a beacon of spiritual light who has triumphed over the forces of religious terrorism and political persecution. Paramahamsa Nithyananda is an eternal Kalpataru, blessing the world with the boons of material abundance and spiritual enlightenment. He is the 293rd pontiff of the world's most ancient Hindu organization, Madurai Adinam.
Nityanandaya swagatam Anandanubhavaswadam Sarvaroga nivarakam Vande papa vinashaktam Nityanandaya swagatam Nityamuktam nirvikalpam Dhyanaloka pradipakam Vande shantamaya